Good evening, all. 19 December 2021. When I woke up in the morning, it was a very chilled morning. I really did not have any agenda of my work, and so I was relaxed. I thought, let me enjoy my cup of tea in the house garden. So I put my chair there, took my cup of tea, and sat there enjoying every sip. Sip after sip, ginger masala chai. And then I noticed the bright blue sky, tiny clouds here and there, the birds chirping, two beautiful yellow flowers. And I thought to myself, is nature giving a big presentation now here? And then I realized nature wasn't doing anything great. I was noticing it because I had time and I was relaxed. And while I was doing all this, suddenly I noticed a row of ants, as usual very busy, carrying something and moving in a particular direction. बैठे बैठे क्या करे करना है कुछ काम. I thought, let me put the ants to test. And so what I did, I plucked a small twig from the plant and just put it in their path. What I saw was some of them went around, some of them went over, some of them went under, but they all went. I thought the ants are challenging me. And so I took a small cup of water and put in their path. As soon as the water sipped inside the soil, again they resumed their journey in the same direction. I made a small thumb-deep hole with my thumb, and then again I saw they slowly went down the hole, again they came up and moved on. On reflecting, I realized it was a small twig for me, but for them it was a huge tree in their path. For me it was just a small cup of water. For them it was like tsunami. For me it was a thumb-deep hole, but for them it was a huge valley. They did not get upset. They did not complain. On the contrary, they moved on and on and on. And that time, immediately one word flashed in my mind, and that's attitude. Now, this word is not there in any dictionary because it flashed in my mind that day, and that means ant plus attitude. What is that? The attitude of moving ahead in spite of hurdles. How did I learn? The ants didn't come and teach me. The ants did not come and teach me. I learned because, one, I had the time, second, I had the inclination, and third, I was in the mood of observation. And that, my dear friends, I will call inspiration. Indeed, inspiration is there in the ants as well. I am a corporate trainer, and for my leadership programs, I need to travel all India. Some places I have to travel by train only. One day, I was taking a train from Pune railway station. The departure time was 7:50 p.m. I had reached at 7 p.m., so well before time, and so I had time on my hand. There was an announcement that the local train would be arriving on platform number 1 in just a few minutes. So just looking here and there, I noticed 3 people very closely huddled together, engrossed very serious in some serious discussion. The train arrived, the train halted, and it was about to leave. And when it picked up speed, suddenly one of them said, "Hey, run, run, run!" The train is moving, and all the 3 people started running behind the train. Train आगे आगे ये पीछे पीछे, train आगे आगे ये पीछे पीछे, train आगे आगे ये पीछे पीछे, दौड़ रहे दौड़ रहे दौड़ रहे. And with a lot of effort, the first person managed to get into the train. The moment he got into the train, he gave a helping hand to his friend, and with a lot of effort, the second person also got in. The third person was also trying very hard. Unfortunately, the platform got over, and he missed getting into the train. I was observing all this, and I felt it is my moral duty to go and just say words of encouragement. As a motivational trainer, I should go and do that. And so I went there, and I said, "Excuse me, sir, you tried very hard. Unfortunately, missed the train. Better luck next time." With this statement, I thought the response would be, "Thank you, sir, thank you very much." But nothing of that sort happened. On the contrary, he started laughing. I thought maybe my statement was not understood. So let me elaborate. Maybe I can use a little bit of a local language. And so again I went up to him and I said, भाई साहब, आप ट्रेन में जाने की कोशिश कर रहे थे, आपके 2 फ्रेंड्स तो चले गए, आपको नाकामयाबी मिली, लेकिन हौसला बना के रखिए, better luck next time. And now I was confident, I had really conveyed my message, and at least now he will say, Dhanyavad sir, thank you very much. Again, nothing of that sort happened, and he started laughing even more loudly. I got upset and I said, भाई साहब, आपकी ट्रेन मिस हो गई, हंसे क्यों जा रहे हो? Somehow he controlled his laughter and he said, sir, आप जो कह रहे हैं वो सही है, लेकिन दरअसल बात ऐसी है, वो 2 लोग जो चले गए ना, वो मुझे छोड़ने आए थे. My gosh! At that time, I realized a very, very important formula. Hosh plus Josh is equal to Yash. We always see the movie and we say, how is the Josh? Fine, Josh is important. But what about Hosh? And Hosh is clear goals. With matching motivation leads to success. Let's look at those 2 people. The 2 people who went in the train had tremendous Josh and motivation, but they didn't have clear goals. And so they landed at a place where they were not expected to go. Failure. Now let's look at the third person. The third person had very clear goals. He actually wanted to go in that train and reach somewhere. But what happened? His energy level was required to be at this level. There was a small gap. Motivation kam pada. And so that day, from that incident, I took an inspiration and coined this particular formula. Didn't I say inspiration is everywhere? It's there also on the incidences happening on the railway platform. Let me move to our Mahabharata times. Ekalavya, the tribal child who wanted to learn archery from Guru Dronacharya. Guru Dronacharya flatly refused, saying, I only will train Kauravas and Pandavas. I'm sure the little tribal child would have got disappointed, but he didn't allow that disappointment to go very far. He built a mud statue, very, very crude mud statue, and labeled it in his mind as Dronacharya. He took a lot of inspiration from there, and as a result, he learned archery. And history is evidence that he was as good as Arjun in archery. Let's move from there to this beautiful nature. I was conducting 3 years back a training program for a multinational company. 20 managers were there. It was a leadership program, and there was one topic, decision-making using out-of-box thinking. I gave an assignment sheet to all the 20 participants, and they were told, please write 3 challenges you are facing in your personal life, 3 challenges you are facing in your professional life. Once you have written, fold that paper, keep it in your pocket, absolutely confidential, you don't have to share it with anyone. After that, the 20 participants were divided into 10 teams, that means 2 each. They were told, please go out in the nature, this beautiful nature, go out, identify a very nice place where you can sit and have a very nice conversation with your partner. Suppose I have one partner and we go out. Now I could identify any of these objects. And let us say I have identified a huge tree. Now I tell my partner, huge tree. Now my partner is supposed to tell 3 powerful qualities of that huge tree. And he says, standing tall in all weather conditions. Second, giving fuel, wood, leaf. Third, he says, always the attitude of giving shelter, giving protection and all that. Now these 3 points which my partner has told about the object which I had identified, I am supposed to write it on that paper, worksheet. After that, I am supposed to do out-of-box thinking to apply those clues to the challenges in personal life and challenges in professional life and try to get some clues to solve the problem. After I finish my exercise, my partner will identify an object, I will tell 3 clues, he writes those 3 clues, and he will try to solve his personal and professional challenges using that. Now, that was an exercise which was given. After 1.5 hours, all the participants came back into the conference hall, and during the debriefing session, they all said the clues from the nature were fantastic inspiration to solve their personal and professional problems. Didn't I say inspiration is there in the nature as well? And so, if you look at all the 4 incidences, inspiration is there in the ants, inspiration is there on the incidences happening in the railway platform or on the road. Inspiration is there in our mythological books and history. Inspiration is there in the nature as well. And so, inspiration is omnipresent. Established. Very important is, what next? And this is my second part of my presentation, what next? And the first question I'm going to deal here is, how do I tap? Fine, the inspiration is there, but how do I tap it? And second, after I get that, what do I do about it? Let's go to the first question. Now, if I ask you, is FM 98.3 playing on this mobile? And all of you will say, no. I say, why? And you will say, you have not tuned up your mobile to FM 98.3. And so I do it. And 98.3 starts playing on this mobile. I do not like the songs. So what I do? I change the frequency to 91.1. And 91.1 songs start playing. I can keep on changing the frequency till I get the songs which I enjoy. I will again repeat, changing the frequency of the FM radio is 100% in my control. Similarly, if I do not like the song of my life and the experiences which are unfolding in my life, it clearly means there is a problem in the frequency of my thinking. The law of attraction says, if my frequency of thought is X, I will attract all the things in the environment which are matching with X, people and situations, and that will start manifesting in my life. And so, if I do not like the song and the experiences of today in my life, it clearly means I need to change the frequency of my thoughts and tune it to that which is going to give me the experience which I enjoy. And as I said, as 98.3 or FM frequency is 100% in my control, even the frequency of my thoughts is 100% in my control. Are good thoughts in this hall? Yes. Bad thoughts? Yes. Inspiring thoughts? Yes. Depressing thoughts? Yes. Positive thoughts? Yes. Negative thoughts? Yes. Thoughts of ridicule, criticism? Yes, 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 yes. All these thoughts are there. But which thoughts will come, attract here, depends on the frequency here. So let us all tune our frequencies to the experiences which we want to happen in our life. That answers point number 1. And now let's go to the second part. Once inspired, what do I do next? The other day I saw Terminator 2. And I got inspired. I went to the gym, filled up the form, paid the fees, got the receipt, and showed it to my near and dear ones. They looked at that receipt, and they said, you and gym? Now please note, this is a statement of ridicule. This is a statement of criticism. I would like you to be reminded that I was already inspired with Terminator 2. But after that came the criticism. How do I tackle that is going to be very, very important. I can have 2 conversations with myself. One, I can say, these near and dear ones know me from my childhood. They know all my habits. So if they are saying I cannot do it, they must be right. And I give up. The other conversation I can have with myself is, if these people are making a statement like this, let me teach them a lesson. Not by words, but by action. And so what I do is, I go consistently to the gym, work out with 20,000% motivation, and make a massive impact. And after 3 months, I not only silence the critics, I also develop my muscles. And so I had 2 choices. When the criticism came, either give up or double up. If I double up, I create a massive impact in my life, make a huge difference in my life, and that experience itself becomes an inspiration for many others to follow. And so in conclusion, my dear friends, I will say, inspiration is omnipresent. Second, to get the inspiration, to tap the inspiration, I need to tune the frequency here correctly. And once I get that inspiration, I must double up my action. I wish you all the very best to live life king size using this omnipresent inspiration. Thank you very much.